Hey guys, I'm Panzer Dragon, and have you ever had that one person who says open mid and goes AFK? You've probably heard this term recently, as it's definitely trending in the depths of solo queue at the moment. So in this video, I'm just going to be going over like a little story in solo queue on my Smurf and how it kind of annoyed me and why it's kind of stupid to be seeing it in this ELO and why you shouldn't really give up on games. And yeah, with all that being said, let's get started. Okay, so first off, I just want to be going over this game that I had like 3 months ago. As you can see, I was playing Shyvana, and we were actually pretty down in the scoreboard. But we were still playing, and I actually knew that we had a fighting chance in this game. All we had to do is drag it out to like 35 minutes or 40 or whatever. So I knew we could win this, and I even get a solo kill on Sivir, and I definitely felt like I could carry this and maybe win, or have like a 25% chance of winning. I didn't really care. But then my team surrenders, and I'm like, what the hell? We didn't even have a team fight. I just got a solo kill on Sivir. I can definitely win this game. And then afterwards, I was extremely salty and pissed off because I knew we had a fighting chance, and that's where I just, get extremely salty at. And the thing is, even in Diamond, people will throw all the time, and some people just don't understand that some champions do scale very well into the late game. So there's a slight chance of winning, even though very slim. And that's why I literally never give up unless the scoreboard is like 3 to 20, we're 5 towers down, and it's actually in a master or challenger game where big leads like that are generally not thrown away easily. Still happens, but not often. And yeah, throws will happen all the time, so that's why you should never give up. Anyways, that's just my mentality story for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Now let's move on to the topic of open mid. So this term has always been in my games sometimes, usually when everyone on the team gives up and everyone literally comes to an agreement when they want to do it. Note, everyone comes to an agreement, not just one person. So there's no excuse for people to stop trying. This also started trending more when pros would go to Korea and of course stream from there, and they noticed that open mid was very frequent in their games. But you have to remember, players over there do play in LAN cafes, while we usually play League of Legends in our house. So we don't really have a time restriction. So I don't see a reason for people to say open mid if they aren't really time restricted. They have all the time in the world. In this game, one person actually calls open mid and goes AFK. Maybe in your games you had someone similar who said the same thing and either stopped trying or started the feed or did something stupid. Either way, we can probably relate. And yeah, literally she just went AFK. Everyone was still trying even though we were 6 and 13. And of course, everyone did feel like they had a fighting chance, so we're still playing. No one agreed to her open mid fiasco. And so as you can see, it's really no excuse for a person to go AFK or, do stupid things. Unless everyone agrees, then it's okay, in a sense, right? Because you just want to get this game over with, and so do all of your teammates too. People also ruin other people's experiences, so definitely that's reportable. And yeah, as you can see, I'm not really doing the hottest either. In fact, I'm probably doing the worst on my team, but I haven't given up either because I know we can probably win, or at least have a fighting chance if this Fiora maybe comes back and starts playing with us. Because R0 and Dana are pretty fed. The enemy team doesn't really have a tank. We have a tank like me and Shaco. So, we do have pretty good initiation and people who can tank a few blows before dying. So if we can make a few picks here and then and get away with it and maybe get some towers down, we can maybe win this 4v5. Very unlikely, but carries are fed. And if we don't go super late game where everyone has 6 items, yeah, definitely we do have a fighting chance in the mid game. And eventually this Fiora does come back. Not sure why, but yeah, she eventually did come back. And honestly, the way to deal with troller dogs and feeders and ragers and AFKers or whatever you want to call them is literally just make them happy. Don't make them rage. Be like, dude, it's okay. We got this game. We won't report you. Like, man, this Shaco is stupid. He shouldn't be shit talking you, even though, it's probably true. Just cater to them. Make them feel happy. These are the people who go on super tilt and do stupid stuff when they're really tilted. So the only way to untilt them is raise their morale, say they're the best, pat their backs, increase their ego, you know what I'm saying. Just cater to them, make them happy, so that they're in the mood to actually win the game. And yeah, this is honestly my take of how to deal with raging teammates. And as you can see, this game actually did turn around pretty fast. We're actually winning off of a 4v5. Comebacks are real even if you were once super behind. And yeah, this is like one of the reasons why I have the mentality of never giving up because, I feel like we can still win the game. It's very rare that I'll type out the /FF button as I do have a good idea of how we can win the game. Like maybe we have to stall the game to like 40 minutes to outscale the enemy. Maybe we're a really good pick comp and just have to make picks. Or maybe just wait for the enemy to, you know, do a Baron throw and somehow steal the Baron. Or of course the best scenario, team fight them under Baron. Either way, what I'm trying to tell you is if you have a good idea of how to win the game, and with these examples given to you, maybe next time you see that surrender button or feel like surrendering, hopefully you don't start the vote or say no. And hopefully if you're one of those type of people who went 0-3 in lane and think the game is lost, I hope this video shed some light and showed you that comebacks are real. You know what we're gonna do after, right?
What? Report PR? Obviously, we're playing this guy 100%.
Holy fuck, our team went so savage. On a serious note, this video is definitely more hated on towards these type of players, not the actual player himself. Like, I honestly do not care about this person. But if he starts getting friend requests and like very hateful messages because of this video, I'll actually be pretty upset. I'm just trying to make a point that you shouldn't give up on games and just play out the game until you have the surrender vote or like you all agreed that you should open mid. So yeah, I don't hate the player and I don't think you guys should hate him too. He's probably like a fine person in real life, right? I mean, everyone is. Except random street hobos who ask for money but don't accept the food you offer them. I don't like those people.